Stacy says, another tax preparer stealing from taxpayers. For every person who believes they are special, and the rules don't apply to them, there are thousands of honest people just trying to live their lives. It always makes me feel hopeful when justice is served on people like the Grandos family. A San Angelo tax preparer, whose fraudulent tax returns cost the IRS millions of dollars, was sentenced to 14 years in federal prison. His adult son and daughter were sentenced to 66 and 80 months, respectively. Hugo Cesar Granados, manager of Columbia Tax Service. His daughter, Blanca L. Granados, and his son, Hugo Alberto Granados, were convicted at trial in August of conspiracy to defraud the United States and multiple counts of aiding in the preparation and presentation of false documents. At trial, prosecutors introduced evidence that the elder Mr. Granados and his co-conspirators falsified their clients' individual income tax returns in order to inflate the client's tax refunds. They routinely fabricated clients' Schedule A, itemized deductions, and Schedule C, sole proprietorship profit and loss statements, claiming the taxpayer owned a business when no such business existed, claiming unreimbursed employee expenses such as travel and per diem, and claiming business expenses related to maintenance, utilities, supplies, insurance, and professional services that were never incurred or grossly inflated. Testimony adduced at trial showed that Columbia Tax Service claimed more than $900,000 in income in 2015 and more than $1.3 million in income in 2016. An employee who pleaded guilty prior to trial testified that in 2016, Columbia tax employees met with Hugo C. Granados because taxpayers were not receiving their refunds from the IRS. When questioned, the elder Mr. Granados asked the employees if they thought the company was doing something illegal. Mr. Garcia Soto said that he, Blanca Granados, and Hugo A. Granados all replied that they thought Columbia Tax was doing something illegal. In response, Hugo C. Granados just smiled and turned back to his computer. In a Skype chat introduced at trial, Blanca Granados wrote to a coworker, "Fraud is ridiculous here, yo, I swear." Prosecutors also introduced into evidence the company's tax preparation manual, a handbook that outlined exactly how to commit fraud. In discussing preparation of Schedule C of the tax return, the manual stated, "This is where your training and knowledge of income and deductions will make a big difference in the amount of refund the taxpayer will be obtaining. A determination has to be made if the return needs additional income to generate the maximum earned income and other credits, or if the return has a substantial amount of income, adjusted gross income, and needs to come down to maximize the earned income and other credits." In other words, the manual advised tax preparers to manipulate income to maximize refunds rather than referring to the law to determine whether an activity was a business for income tax purposes and whether expenses properly qualified as a business deduction. At sentencing, experts put the estimated tax loss in excess of $11.7 million. It's certainly unbelievable that a company would put their criminal activity into a manual. This story definitely qualifies as one for the Stupid Preparer Files. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.